Open, EXT, space, orbit above Xarxis Theta, night. A crescent moon floats in the void, fractured by ancient bombardments. Below, the dying research colony of Silex 7 burns red against black rock, fire licking the sky. The Drexer swarm descends like shadow wasps, organic flyers with jagged wings and glowing underbellies. Cut to Int. Colony tunnels, moments later. The lights flicker. Sirens wail. A child cries. Screams echo from the far corridors. Walls shudder as something massive crashes above. Dr. Yenna Kroll, 40s, gaunt and desperate, drags a half-conscious tech through rubble. Yenna, gasping. Keep breathing, just hold on. We're almost to the evac. She turns a corner, and stops. At the far end of the corridor, a Drexer brute, a 9-foot juggernaut of spiked chitin and muscle, rips through a steel door like foil. Its compound eyes gleam. Its scent forks twitch. Yenna's mouth opens, but no sound comes. The Drexer charges. And then, a blur cuts across the frame. The brute stumbles. One of its arms, gone. Black blood fountains. It lets out a multitonal screech. Standing behind it, Lieutenant Mara Chen. Cold. Silent. Drenched in Drexer gore. She doesn't blink. She lunges. A silver combat blade flashes from her forearm gauntlet, trailing arcs of blood as she climbs the creature's back like a panther. 1 slash. 2. A third. The head splits. The Drexer drops like wet meat. Yenna can't breathe. Yenna. You're not real. Mara doesn't answer. She looks past Yenna, scanning, calculating. Mara, calm. This tunnel is collapsing. You have 30 seconds. She moves like smoke, already vanishing around the bend. Int. Lower catacombs, minutes later. Mara walks through darkness. Her suit glows dimly, casting harsh shadows against ribbed walls. She stops. The ground is wet. Not blood. Slime. She kneels, wipes a gloved finger through the sludge, sniffs. Drexer eggs. But something's wrong. Cut to. She enters the chamber. Stops cold. Slaughter. Rows of Drexer eggs burst open, not from hatching, but from something erupting outward. Dead hatchlings litter the walls. Torn. Burned. Melted. And in the center, a Drexer queen. 3 stories tall. Skewered to the wall by something massive and unseen. Her ribcage folded outward like blooming metal petals. Mara walks closer. She places a hand against the blackened bone. Then, a sharp ping from her HUD. Incoming signal. Encrypted. Old Earth military code. Buried. Forgotten. It reads: Chen_Mara.exe // status. Deceased // initiate. Stage 2. Her eye twitches. Mara, soft. No. Not yet. She taps her wrist pad, kills the signal. But something else answers. Voice, female, layered and human. You resist still. How, quaint. Mara spins, weapon raised. No one's there. Voice. We remember the pain you carry. We remember your death. We remember the upgrade. Mara breathes through her nose. Her hands shake. Just slightly. Mara. Stay out of my head. Voice. You're not in your head anymore. The chamber lights flicker, then go dead. Cut to EXT, surface, night. From the sky, we see the Silex colony. The fires have gone out. The Drexer are retreating, fleeing. Something is stalking them now. Int. Evac shuttle, later. Yenna, bruised and shaking, cradles the surviving child. Soldiers whisper in the background. Soldier to another. Silex is dead. We thought Drexer took it. But they're leaving. Running. Second soldier. From what? Yenna looks out the viewport. In the ash-covered field, something moves, just outside the light. A woman. Mara. She watches them go. Yenna, softly. She's not with them. Not with us either. Cut to INT. Mara's POV, shadows. She kneels at a broken satellite array, reactivating a dormant terminal. On screen, a galaxy map flickers to life. One by one, red zones appear, Drexler hives. Each blinking, then turning dark. Then, at the center, Xarxus Prime, the heart of the Vox mind. A cursor hovers. Her gauntlet twitches. Flashback int. Dropship cockpit, 5 years ago. The hum of re-entry. Everything shaking. Burned orange atmosphere roaring past the windows. LT Mara Chen, younger, human, still untouched by what's coming, sits strapped in with 6 other soldiers. They're laughing, boasting. Family. She forces a smirk, but her eyes are distant. Then comes Bazian. Commander VO. Chun. New orders. You're to reroute and extract VIP Dallin from Sector D. Rest of the unit continues sweep. Her teammates go quiet. 1. Corp. Isaac Trey leans forward. Trey. Wait. She's our lead. Commander VO. You have your orders. Trey. To Mara bitterly. You get to run. We get to die. Mara doesn't defend herself. Just nods. EXT, planet surface, later. As Mara's shuttle lifts off, fire consumes the jungle below. Through the viewport, she watches her team's last signal go dark. She never speaks their names again. Present int. Stolen frigate. Vesper. Orbiting Dead Zone 11. The ship is old Earth tech, patched, scorched, half-sentient. Inside, it's cold and quiet. A low hum fills the air. The walls occasionally twitch, like they're breathing. Mara is seated on the floor, armor off. Her arms tremble. She stares at a broken pendant, trays, clutched in her fist. Mara softly. They died for orders I followed. The AI voice of the ship, metallic and faintly feminine, chimes in. Vesper AI. And yet, you survived. Not by luck. Mara. No. By design. She looks up at the cracked mirror. Her reflection glitches for a second. Her eyes flash silver, not gray. For just a moment, not entirely human. EXT. Deep space, outside dead Drexler hive. The ship drifts near a derelict Drexler moon base. Bones of giant creatures float nearby, twisted in pain. Mara suits up. Int. Drexler hive, hour later. Inside, silence. No heat. No light. The walls are organic, like rib cages. Something here went wrong. Very wrong. Mara moves slowly, knife drawn. Her footsteps echo in the wet. She passes clawed scratches, burnt corpses, dead queens still twitching. Then she stops. Kneels. Presses a gloved hand against the floor. Voice, same as Chapter 1. You fear what you've become. We admire it. Mara, low, cold. Get out. Voice. You are not alone in this body, Mara Chen. You never were. A metallic scream blares from the deeper chambers. The hive shudders. Suddenly, Mara turns, throws a blade. A scout drone crashes to the ground, twitching. Mara. They found me. Int. Alliance black site, hours later. Int. Observation room, night. A high-ranking officer, Colonel Ansaru, mid-50s, war-hardened, watches a feed showing Mara inside a holding cell. Tech. Sir, she's supposed to be dead. Every record confirms it. But this signal, it came from her DNA tag. Same biosignature. Rue. Then it's not her. It's what's wearing her face. Int. Holding cell, later. Mara sits still. Calm. Uncuffed but watched. Behind one-way glass, another figure watches, Talia Greaves, Mara's former squadmate. Now intelligence. A scar across her neck, a gift from that same mission 5 years ago. She steps in. Talia. You should be ash on a forgotten rock. Mara. I was. Talia tosses a photo onto the table. A Drexer queen. Skinned. Skull-carved. Talia. That wasn't human work. Mara. It was me. But I didn't do it alone. Talia doesn't move. Talia. Whatever you've let inside, it's going to kill you. Or worse, us. Mara leans forward. Her voice is a whisper. Mara. I'm not the danger anymore. The Vox mind, it's hunting me. Because it's afraid. Int. Deep vault, hours later. Behind reinforced walls, the Vox mind's tendrils stretch across a stolen data console, transmitting frequencies not meant for human ears. Vox mind's multiple voices, overlapping. It is awakening. The unbound hybrid. The scar of deviation. Burn it. The chamber cracks as it releases a pulse across the galaxy. Int. Ship Vesper, Mara escapes. With fire and sirens behind her, Mara breaks from the base. Explosions rock the walls. As she runs, gunfire hisses past her. She leaps aboard her ship, breathing heavy. Burns across her cheek. The Vesper seals shut. The AI speaks. Vesper. Tracking multiple hive fleets converging. Drexer en route. Vox mind signal confirmed. Mara. Good. She grips the controls, her veins glowing faintly now. Whatever is inside her is waking up. Mara to herself. Time to descend. She inputs new coordinates. Xarxis Prime. She's going to the core. Int. Vesper ship, interior corridor, deep space. Alarms. Smoke. Blood. Mara collapses to one knee, clutching her chest. Her veins pulse faintly silver, the transformation accelerating. Vesper AI frantic. Vital signs critical. Neural irregularity, symbiote integration accelerating. Mara hoarse. It's not a symbiote, it's me. She stumbles to her feet, breathing ragged. She's been in combat before, but this is different. Inside her, the thing that brought her back is no longer whispering. It's screaming. A reflection catches her eye. She turns. Her shadow moves on its own. Int. Dreamscape, Mara's mind. The walls are endless corridors of bone and wire. Floating memories crackle around her. Her team's last moments, the mission, the order, the guilt. She walks forward, and meets herself. An inhuman version. Taller. Sleek. Blade fingers. Glowing spine. Mara 2.0. Mara. You keep pretending you're still her. But we both know, she died. Mara. I watched my team burn. I ran. I lived. That's who I am. Mara. No. That's who you were. Now, you're what they fear. Suddenly, the dream fractures. Int. Vesper ship, return to reality. Mara gasps awake, dripping sweat. She looks down at her palms. They're shifting. Skin bending. The transformation is unstable. The Vox mind is accelerating the process. Incoming signal, unmarked source. Vox mind, VO, layered voices. You are a design flaw we failed to contain. Now we reclaim you? Mara breathes hard. Then she smiles. Not warmly. Mara. Then come try. EXT, Galactic Communication Relay Station, hours later. The structure orbits a dead star. No weapons. No fleet. Just a small research team. Inside, Talia Greaves, Mara's former squad mate, works at a console. A flicker, Mara's face appears on the terminal. Mara VO. They're coming. And I need access to the relay. I'm transmitting a kill sequence. Talia freezes. Talia. Why should I trust you? Mara. Because I'm already dead. I've got nothing left to betray. EXT, Xarxis Prime, approaching the core. Mara's ship dives through the atmosphere. The planet is alive, organically pulsing with Drexer constructs. Black towers shift position as if sensing her presence. Int. Vesper, final moments before landing. The Vesper groans. Damage everywhere. The AI's voice falters. Vesper. If you don't return, protocol will purge all memory. Mara. Thank you, Vesper. For not asking questions. She grabs her blade. Her pulse flashes again, half human, half something else. Mara low. Time to end this. Int. Xarxus Prime, core chamber. The Vox Mind's core. Massive. A living cathedral of bone, data, and light. Suspended in the air is the Convergence Heart, a throbbing node of consciousness where all Drexer thought connects. Mara walks in alone. Vox Mind surrounding her. We made you to lead us. A hybrid mind. Born from war. You are our future. Mara. You made a weapon. Not a queen. She steps forward. From the walls, Drexer queens descend, their bodies twitching with implanted tech. One by one they bow. Vox Mind. You already lead. Mara. No. She opens her hand, revealing the kill sequence detonator. Vox Mind, suddenly angry. You would destroy us. Yourself? Mara. Better monsters die, than become gods. The queens shriek. The battle erupts. Int. Core chamber. Final confrontation. Mara fights, not just with blade or weapon, but with will. The chamber reacts to her, shifting and tearing, trying to absorb her back into the network. She falls, rises again. Blood on her lips. Mara screaming. You don't get to decide who I am! She slams the detonator into the Convergence Heart. Everything glows. EXT, Xarxus Prime, massive explosion. A column of blue-white fire erupts into the sky. The planet cracks. The Vox Mind screams, then silence. Int. Vesper wreckage later. Smoke. Ash. Silence. A lone survivor crawls from the rubble, the child from Silex 7. Her eyes wide. Her face streaked with soot. She clutches something in her hand, a burned pendant. Trays. Behind her, a heartbeat echoes. Not hers. Camera pushes in on the wreckage, deeper, closer. A shadow moves. Mara's body lies still, but breathes. Half her face, burned away, reveals metal. Bone. Light. She opens her eyes. They shine like stars. EXT, ruins of Xarxus Prime, dusk. The sky over the broken planet bleeds purple and smoke. The Vox Mind is gone. The planet it once fed from lies cracked, gutted by fire and collapse. The child survivor from Silex 7, Ava, limps through the dust, her small frame dwarfed by shattered Drexer hives and burning monoliths. She stops. In the crater's center, a figure stands. Smoke whirls. Metal glints. Mara Chen. But changed. Her left arm is no longer flesh. Her spine glows under torn armor. Her face, half scar, half steel. And her eyes. Silver fire. AVA soft. You came back. Mara kneels, gently touches the girl's shoulder. Mara. Told you monsters still bleed. Int. Deep Space Alliance War Room, same time. A dozen species represented. The table is chaos, everyone shouting, reports flying across displays. Admiral Varen, alien commander. Xarxus Prime is dark. Vox Mind signal, terminated. Confirmed. Colonel Rue stunned. One woman did that. A beat. Intelligence chief. Not just a woman. A weapon. One we buried. Int. Mara's vessel, the rebooted Vesper, later. The Vesper now hums with new energy, half synthetic, half Drexer biotech. A hybrid like its pilot. Mara stands in front of a central console. Ava sleeps nearby, curled in a blanket. Peace for now. Mara's reflection appears again in the console screen, but not her current self. Her human self. The woman who died years ago. She touches the screen. Mara softly. You tried to follow orders. And it broke you. Vesper AI reborn, softer voice. You've rewritten the story, Lieutenant. She exhales. Heavy. Then slides a chip into the console. A memory file, the kill switch for every remaining Drexer command node across 6 systems. Vesperai. Are you sure? Mara. I wasn't born to rule monsters. I was made to end them. She initiates the sequence. Montage, Alliance Systems, night to day. In Sector Row 9, Drexer fleets falter and fall mid-flight. On the moons of Kelros, enslaved soldiers break free as command nodes die. On Earth's last colony, alarms go silent for the first time in decades. Across the stars, a quiet relief ripples outward. The war is over. EXT, Zarxus orbit, final flight. Mara sits at the helm. Ava buckled beside her, fast asleep. They leave the dead world behind. Vesperai. Where to, Captain? She looks at the galaxy map. Every corner of space marked in red, except one blank quadrant. She taps it. Mara. Somewhere quiet. Somewhere without ghosts. The stars stretch. The ship hums. Vesperai. You think they'll come for you? Mara. They always do. She leans back, gazing out the viewport. Her eyes dim from silver, back to gray. Not human. Not machine. Something else. Mara whisper. Let them try. Flash cut, post-credit style teaser. Int. Classified Alliance Lab, unknown location. Scientists crowd around a containment unit. Inside, a shard of the Voxmine's core. It pulses. One tech stares too long. His eyes go glassy. Black screen. Text, the war ended. But the infection, adapted. Final image. The stars spread across the screen, infinite and quiet. In the center, one ship, patched, scarred, alive, drifts forward. And the voice of Mara echoing. We were never the monsters. We were the storm.